Hi, this is Lourdes from HealingCrystals.com.
Hi, I'm Tara from HealingCrystals.com.
Today we'd like to talk to you about a serious issue, and that's cancer.
Yeah, cancer. It's a rather serious topic. In 2014, it killed roughly 8.2 million people. In the most basic sense, cancer is the rapid division of cells. These growths can then interact and inhibit the normal functionality of various organs, which is obviously bad. Now, I've seen woo treating woo. Salt for erasing the spirits of the deep and quartz crystals to realign your chakras. But crystals for cancer... Welcome to Crystal Fundamentalism.
Cancer is hard because once you hear that word, the connotations are death or your mortality. And it doesn't always have to be that way.
Yes, it doesn't always have to mean death. Depending on what type of cancer it is and at what stage it has progressed, there are numerous medical procedures you can undergo to combat the cancer. You can undergo chemotherapy to combat all the fast divisional cells in your body, and you could also undergo specific radiation treatment. If you're fortunate enough and the cancer's been caught really early, you can actually opt for surgery to get the cancer out, which would be the best option since the cancer wouldn't be able to spread any further.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And I mean, it's a scary thing and it's a horrible thing to have to go through. But there are, nature does provide us with crystals that will help. Again, we always have a disclaimer that, crystals, they're meant to assist you. They don't replace medical therapy.
No.
They don't replace your doctors or your hospitals or any of that kind of stuff. Never think that they do. What they do is they complement.
So you're saying nature provides us with crystals that's supposed to help with cancer. Yeah, then you say you need medical procedures, doctors and hospitals to treat the cancer. And that the crystals won't help treating the cancer without the medical staff. That's flawless logic.
They're something that can, they're kind of like your personal arsenal for getting through, because sometimes the medical stuff can be the cure can be almost worse than the disease.
Yes.
In a lot of respects, especially when you're dealing with cancer. And so we want to talk to you today about some of the crystals that can help you with those kinds of things.
Well, when I've had family members have cancer, I recommend a couple of crystals. The first one is amethyst. Mm-hmm. I just think amethyst works on a spiritual level. We have a couple of different energy bodies. We have the physical, we have the emotional, we have the mental and spiritual. By the time you get cancer, your energy bodies have already been affected and you already have holes in the aura and you're already covered with stuff. Amethyst will help clean all that stuff up first.
She just made 3 crazy arguments about amethyst. Now, what is amethyst exactly? Amethyst is a variety of quartz. The purple color is due to iron incorporated in the silicon lattice structure. Irradiation causes the iron to lose an electron and form iron plus 2, which then bonds with the oxygen, which then gives it a purple color. This claim is untestable. She doesn't define what spiritual even means. If she's referring to the idea of a soul, well, we can't exactly prove that a soul exists either. If she means spiritual, as in your psychological state of mind, there still is no conclusive evidence that silicon dioxide has any effect on the brain over a distance. She just leaves us nothing to work with. She doesn't define what energy bodies actually mean. I'm assuming it's nothing to do with the actual physical body. It's probably just another of their vague energy concepts these woo people are used to. It's my best guess that if you have your physical body and there's your brain, they say you have physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual energy bodies. Now I'm assuming that they mean each aspect has a field of energy around them. And the cancer is this stuff that's intruding through the energy bodies, like the physical, the mental, and the spirit. So crystals are supposed to help with this. Physical. Sure, if you mean the physical body, that means something. It's a physical body, you can touch it, it's your body. Then you go mental and emotional and spiritual. Mental and emotional is the same thing. It's your brain working. If you don't mean a oogie boogie version of spiritual, then sure, that's part of it as well. And that's your brain right there inside your physical body, because it's part of your physical body. Any sort of stuff in an energy field, there is no evidence for such energy field to even exist. So the whole argument they're making here is baseless. Obviously, she doesn't define what an aura is. An aura is supposedly a magical field of energy emitted by the body. James Randi took a supposed energy aura reader and tried to test if he could actually read people's auras through a blind. He couldn't identify the subjects, and he couldn't even see if some of the blinds had nothing behind them. Simply put, auras don't exist, and crystals can't fix holes in things that don't exist.
I like amber.
What exactly is amber? Amber is just fossilized tree sap. If tree sap was fortunate enough to be preserved and then over millions of years has undergone polymerization, then you get something called amber, and sometimes you have little fossils of insects stuck in this amber. Amber is actually a polymer, not a crystal. Sorry, crystal people, it is not a crystal.
For cleaning the physical body.
Yeah.
And we're not saying that it's going to go and remove the cancer. No. It doesn't. But it helps remove any energy blockages that may be contributing to the illness.
That's quite a circle of nonsense you have there. Amber doesn't fix the physical body. It only fixes the physical energy body. It removes the blockages of the chakras associated with the energy body. So if you go to the doctor and he's starting to help you with your cancer, then your chakra is still probably misaligned and you need the amber to help with that, because if that's fixed, then this will go easier. So this is the logic they're trying to impose on you. That their crystals is going to help with this. And then they say that no, the amber is not going to heal you. But it's going to heal you. But it's not going to heal you. But it's going to heal you. But it's not.
And amber is a very joyful crystal as well.
Again, amber is not a crystal. I find the fact that you're applying these human emotions into inanimate objects quite ridiculous. It's amber. It's a rock. It looks kind of nice, but it definitely doesn't make you feel good.
Mm-hmm. You know, and spirit and attitude will take you so far in life. You know, and I think and amber can really help you during these really dark times that you're going through and your family's going through, or the family member, whoever it is that's suffering. The amber can really help everyone keep their spirits up.
You just said that amber helps with the physical body. Now it helps with the spiritual energy body as well. But earlier in the video you said that amethyst is supposed to help with the spiritual body. So does amber do both? And amethyst is only one. Why promote amethyst in the first place?
And, you know, if I'm a big believer in if you set your mind someplace, the body will follow.
What she's saying there isn't far from the truth. Having a positive outlook on life and trying to deal with the emotional trauma from having cancer will help in the recovery process. It's important, however, to know that she's trying to sell you a crystal at the same time. Like, this crystal will help with that. Instead of giving important advice to the family members as well. Family members should be with their loved ones if these loved ones in particular have cancer or suffering from any illness really. That mental support or emotional support will help the patients. Buying them crystals and applying it to their faces will not.
It's true.
You know, so I think amber is very good for that as well, for keeping a very positive attitude.
It does, and that is one of the strongest things you have is your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I also like Carnelian.
Yeah.
Carnelian boosts the immune system, the energy of the immune system.
This requires no further explanation. The energy body associated with the immune system, boosting the immune system's energy, just no. Anyways, Carnelian is just a variant of chalcedony, which is fibrously packed quartz crystals. So it should have the same aspect and the same sort of crystal effects as amethyst. Yet they say they don't, so that's a contradiction.
So if you only had 3 crystals that you could work with for cancer, those are the first 3 I would take right off the bat. I wouldn't even consider anything else before that.
Absolutely.
What I like to use for people who are going through therapy after you've had the cancer, the operation, and now you need to recover, I like using red jasper, tourmalated quartz, carnelian, and even charowhite. These are what I actually, this is the necklace I give my family members when they have cancer and are trying to recover. It pulls in the energy from the earth.
Exactly. Yes.
No, nothing is being drawn from the surrounding environment. It's just a crystal. If you're talking about actual energy, if you take a crystal, put it into the freezer, make it really, really cold, take it back out again, the crystal will take in the surrounding thermal energy of the environment to heat itself up again. That's thermodynamics, physics, actual science. What you people are doing now is delving into the realms of pseudoscience, where crystals can heal you, salt can take away spirits, and orgonite exists, and there's a cosmic spaceship that teleports in space Jews. In summary, crystals don't heal cancer. They don't help you. They are just crystals. They look pretty. Yeah, I agree. They look really pretty. This amethyst crystal, it's pretty, but it will not make you feel any better. That's what medicine is for. If you know someone who's dealing with cancer and is trying these sort of alternative medication, please send them this video to teach them that it will not help. If you yourself are looking for help with cancer, you should consult your GP. He can refer you to many people in the medicine industry that will help you. Crystals is not the answer. Any sort of alternative medicine is just not the answer. If you know someone as well who is also dealing with cancer and they're close to you, be supportive towards them. Be with them. Just make them feel better. That actually helps the therapeutic process to get them better. Just giving them some sort of crystal and expecting that crystal to help is bad. They could very well end up substituting medical processes with crystals and then end up dying. These people are just making a bunch of money from people who are really scared of cancer. It's a scary topic. I know. It's something that is very difficult to get in control and to heal. And if people think the easy access is just to get a crystal and to heal them, they will go for that. They will pay a lot of money just to get that easy way out. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work like that. I beg you, please, if you know anyone that's supporting crystal power or any of that nonsense, please forward them this video so they know that they're effectively killing other people who actually need medical help. I'm done.